Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The NFL world is buzzing with whispers that have Cowboys fans sitting at the edge of their seats. And if you're one of them, you're probably feeling a mix of disbelief and exhilaration. The rumor making rounds points to a colossal shift in the Dallas defense, with none other than JADEVEON Clowney rumored to be stepping into the role of the team's new edge rusher for the 2025 season. Sources close to the organization, who have chosen to remain unnamed, suggest that preliminary talks have already begun behind closed doors, with Clowney showing interest in the opportunity to make an immediate impact. The timing is crucial, as the Cowboys have struggled to find a consistent pass-rushing presence over the past seasons, and Clowney's experience, speed, and relentless pursuit of quarterbacks could be the solution that changes everything. Fans are speculating whether this is a short-term contract designed to shore up weaknesses or the beginning of a longer-term strategy to build a defensive powerhouse. Either way, the buzz is infectious, with social media lighting up with excitement and debates, as everyone tries to imagine how Clowney's presence will alter the dynamic on the field. The rumor alone is enough to make Cowboys Nation dream big. If this deal actually comes to fruition, it could redefine how the Cowboys approach the defensive game in 2025, potentially allowing coordinators to implement more aggressive schemes and creative rotations. Clowney's unique combination of size, agility, and football IQ makes him a versatile player capable of impacting both the run and pass game, which is exactly what the Cowboys have been craving. Analysts and former players are already chiming in, dissecting film and predicting how Clowney could be deployed within the current defensive framework, and their excitement is palpable. The whisper of a Clowney signing is already sending ripples through the NFL community, with rival teams reportedly taking notice and reassessing their offensive strategies against Dallas. The Cowboys' defensive line has always been competitive, but the prospect of Clowney joining the front could elevate them to an entirely different tier, making quarterbacks across the league think twice before dropping back. For fans who have been yearning for a definitive edge rusher to anchor the line, this rumor represents more than hope. It's a tantalizing glimpse into what might be possible when talent, timing, and ambition converge. Social media threads are exploding, with memes, highlight reels, and bold predictions flooding in, each post fueling the fervor surrounding this potential acquisition. The rumor is so intense that even casual observers of the NFL are now paying attention, eager to see if this potential blockbuster signing will actually materialize. The excitement surrounding Clowney's potential arrival isn't just about on-field performance. It's about identity, pride, and legacy. Cowboys fans are imagining a defense that can dominate opponents, create turnovers, and impose a physical will every time they step onto the field, and Clowney's presence could be the catalyst for that transformation. Rumors indicate that the front office has been quietly negotiating with agents and other stakeholders, exploring options that would make the signing feasible within salary cap constraints. The subtle hints dropped during interviews with team executives, combined with Clowney's own recent statements about seeking a meaningful role on a competitive team, have only fueled speculation further. There's even talk that Clowney might be involved in community and media appearances as a signal of mutual interest, which adds another layer to the intrigue. The Cowboys have a history of strategic maneuvers that keep fans guessing, and this situation seems tailor-made for that pattern, blending secrecy, timing, and calculated leaks into a narrative that keeps everyone hooked. Whether this is the start of a formal announcement or merely the opening act of a longer negotiation, the energy around this rumor is undeniable, and the anticipation is almost tangible. Discussions among insiders suggest that if Clowney does join, it won't just be about individual accolades. It will be about changing the culture and perception of the Cowboys' defense. There's also an undercurrent of skepticism that runs alongside the excitement, as fans and commentators alike question whether such a high-profile addition can seamlessly integrate into the Cowboys' existing defensive system. Clowney has played for multiple teams over his career, and while his talent is unquestioned, questions linger about fit, consistency, and long-term durability. Rumors suggest that coaching staff is reportedly mapping out potential roles, experimenting with hybrid schemes and rotational strategies to ensure maximum effectiveness, which indicates serious consideration rather than mere fantasy. The notion that the Cowboys are willing to invest heavily in a proven edge rusher speaks volumes about their ambitions for 2025, and it's the kind of move that generates not just headlines, but also conversations about championship potential. Among fans, the rumor has sparked debates over jersey numbers, defensive lineups, and hypothetical matchups against other elite offenses, each discussion fueled by a mixture of hope, anticipation, and analytical curiosity. This level of speculation is exactly what keeps the NFL offseason engaging, and the Clowney chatter seems poised to dominate headlines for weeks, if not months. Even casual observers are drawn in, captivated by the idea that one player could shift the balance of power in such a storied franchise, reinforcing the magnetic pull of NFL rumors. Behind the scenes, there are whispers about potential contract structures, incentives, and clauses that could make this deal viable, adding another layer of complexity to the narrative. Sources indicate that discussions could involve performance-based incentives, roster bonuses, and creative salary cap management, demonstrating that the Cowboys are leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit of defensive excellence. The rumor mill is working overtime, with every tiny piece of news, tweets, interviews, and cryptic posts analyzed and reinterpreted as potential confirmation or denial, keeping fans in a perpetual state of speculation. Sports analysts are already weighing in with predictions, dissecting film from Clowney's previous seasons, and imagining how his skills could be applied against divisional rivals and playoff contenders alike. The excitement is palpable because this isn't just about adding a player. It's about sending a statement, reshaping perceptions, and potentially creating a defensive identity that echoes for years to come. Every mention of Clowney and the Cowboys together sparks conversations across platforms, from fan forums to mainstream media, each discussion layering onto the buzz that continues to swell. The rumor is infectious, and even the mere possibility of its realization is enough to reignite hope and conversation among a fan base that craves dominance on both sides of the ball. As the rumor circulates, fan reactions have ranged from cautious optimism to unrestrained excitement, creating a social media storm that the Cowboys' PR team could hardly have predicted, and perhaps they wouldn't even want to interfere. The idea that Clowney could suit up in silver and blue has rekindled memories of dominant defensive performances from years past, and fans are projecting those expectations onto the potential arrival of one of the NFL's most dynamic pass rushers. While no official announcement has been made, the subtle hints and behind-the-scenes chatter are enough to fuel conversations across living rooms, sports bars, and online forums alike, creating a cultural moment in its own right. Every snippet of information, no matter how small, is dissected and debated, giving the rumor a life of its own that extends far beyond conventional news cycles. Even rival fan bases are watching closely, speculating on how Clowney's addition could alter the competitive landscape, and this cross-team dialogue adds to the weight of the rumor. In this context, the 2025 Cowboys' defensive narrative is already being rewritten in the minds of fans, analysts, and insiders, and the possibility of Clowney's arrival is the spark igniting it. The rumor, in essence, has become a story that refuses to stay dormant, demanding attention, analysis, and speculation at every turn. The speculation surrounding JADEVEON Clowney's potential signing with the Cowboys has taken on a life of its own, and insiders hint that negotiations may be at a critical stage, though nothing has been confirmed publicly. Sources suggest that the Cowboys are exploring every possible avenue to make the deal work within their salary cap, including creative contract structures that reward performance while protecting the team's long-term flexibility. Fans are dissecting every move, from Clowney's rumored visits to Dallas facilities to cryptic social media posts, attempting to read between the lines for signs of a deal. The excitement is fueled not only by the prospect of Clowney himself, but also by the narrative of transformation he could bring, turning a defensive unit that has been inconsistent into a feared and dominant front. Analysts speculate that his presence could force opposing teams to rethink their offensive game plans entirely, and that alone is enough to create waves across the league. Social media channels are flooded with predictions, mock lineups, and even animated scenarios imagining Clowney sacking rival quarterbacks, illustrating the almost tangible energy surrounding this rumor. Each new piece of chatter adds to the suspense, keeping Cowboys fans in a constant state of anticipation. Adding to the intrigue is the potential impact Clowney could have on the younger members of the defensive squad, as insiders suggest that his experience and leadership would be invaluable in developing the next generation of pass rushers. Rumors indicate that coaches see him as more than just a player. They see a mentor, a figure capable of instilling discipline, intensity, and strategic awareness in the locker room. The Cowboys' defensive philosophy could evolve significantly with Clowney at the edge, potentially allowing coordinators to implement more complex blitz packages and deceptive coverage schemes, a prospect that has analysts speculating endlessly about matchups and efficiency. Even casual fans are drawn into the conversation, imagining the electrifying impact of a player who has been known to change the trajectory of games single-handedly. The mere possibility of Clowney on the roster is enough to spark discussions about playoff implications, Super Bowl contention, and a long-term direction of the franchise. Conversations have spilled into podcasts, sports bars, and YouTube comment sections, each platform amplifying the rumor and adding new layers of analysis. Whether or not the deal happens, the anticipation itself is reshaping the narrative around the Cowboys' defense, creating a story that refuses to be ignored. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Rumors also suggest that Clowney's potential signing could trigger ripple effects across the NFL as rival teams reassess their offensive strategies in anticipation of facing a revitalized Cowboys defense. Sources hint that teams within the division are already considering adjustments to protect their quarterbacks and bolster their offensive lines, a testament to Clowney's reputation and the respect he commands among peers. The whisper of his arrival has inspired comparisons to some of the league's most dominant defensive units, and fans are debating whether this could mark the beginning of a new era for Dallas. Analysts are poring over past performances, breaking down Clowney's sack totals, pressures, and quarterback disruptions, envisioning scenarios where his skill set is maximized in combination with the existing roster. The rumor has evolved into a form of strategic chess, with every media mention, interview snippet, and social media post scrutinized for hidden signals. While official confirmation remains absent, the sheer volume of speculation has made the potential signing feel increasingly tangible. Even rival fan bases are paying attention, quietly acknowledging that if Clowney joins, it could alter the competitive balance, making the Cowboys a formidable opponent in ways that go beyond conventional metrics. The Cowboys front office, according to whispers, is reportedly treating this rumor with deliberate precision, aware of both the excitement it generates and the potential consequences of mishandling the narrative. There is talk that internal discussions are ongoing regarding media strategy, player engagement, and community outreach, all aimed at amplifying the excitement without overpromising. Clowney's potential role extends beyond the field. As insiders suggest, he could be a central figure in promotional campaigns and community initiatives, further cementing his presence in Dallas even before a contract is finalized. Fans have latched onto this aspect, imagining not just spectacular defensive plays, but also leadership moments, motivational speeches, and iconic celebrations that would define a new chapter in Cowboys history. Each hint dropped into the rumor mill, whether about travel plans, training sessions, or casual interviews, sparks waves of analysis and debate, keeping the story alive across platforms and fueling speculation about timing, terms, and strategic intent. The anticipation has become a game of its own, where the rumor itself generates headlines, social engagement, and a palpable sense of possibility. In this sense, Clowney's potential addition is as much a cultural event as it is a football transaction, capturing the imagination of the entire fan base and beyond. Meanwhile, conversations among fans reveal an almost ritualistic enthusiasm, as forums, comment sections, and chat groups dissect the implications of Clowney joining the Cowboys. Every rumor, no matter how minor, is magnified, and every analyst prediction is debated with meticulous care, reflecting a level of engagement rarely seen outside of the playoffs. The notion of a revitalized edge rusher has sparked discussions about defensive formations, rotational strategies, and potential matchups against the league's most potent quarterbacks. The rumor has become a lens through which fans explore hypotheticals, dream scenarios, and tactical analyses, transforming speculation into an interactive form of fandom. Insider chatter even hints at meetings between Clowney and coaching staff to discuss philosophy, schemes, and leadership expectations, though these reports remain unverified. The mere suggestion of these interactions has fueled narratives about synergy, adaptability, and team cohesion, painting Clowney not just as a player, but as a cornerstone of a broader strategic vision. Each day, without confirmation, only intensifies the suspense, as fans collectively hold their breath, dissecting every possible clue that could indicate whether the rumor is reality in disguise. The anticipation itself has become part of the spectacle, creating an experience that transcends traditional off-season chatter. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.